So we talked about having a law and then enforcement. The next thing is, as an institution, as a hospital, as a healthcare center, what can I do? So there's another big thing which is happening, which is security measures. Can I have enhanced security measures? So everywhere we keep talking, every time there's an incident, doctors get up in arms and say, we want security, we want security. And how is it addressed? Today I saw a circular by the government of India, as an advisory to all the states saying that, you should have more security personnel, dark areas should be lit and all that. Some 5-6 points have been given as advisories. So every time doctors ask for security, this is how the response is. But that is not the way to handle security. And this is something again I want to emphasize. The issue is it has to be done in a very systematic manner. So if I was to look at security and enhancing security measures, the first thing I would like to see is a security assessment being conducted professionally. Something like a security audit, which is done with the purpose of seeing how vulnerable is the facility towards violence against the healthcare workers. So we need to create a protocol of what needs to be checked, how it needs to be evaluated and assessed, and that report has to be created. And this security assessment, I think, should be done not just at one time for every healthcare facility. It should be done in repeated times, not once, but probably every quarter or every year, and it should be reviewed. So that is very, very important. The second thing is, based on this, then we look at where are the vulnerable points, and on those points, how do we ensure that there is enhanced security? So, do we put more security personnel there? Do we add? Do we create some kind of physical barriers there? Do we create surveillance systems or put those surveillance systems there? So that's another part of it, coming from the security assessment, the security personnel. Third thing is, do you have security protocol? So an incident happens, which I mentioned earlier. What is the protocol to mitigate, to help that person who's undergoing this process? So, and then are we doing these emergency drills? Like in the hospital we do fire drill, we do this drill. We should be doing this drill also, where we are talking about a healthcare worker getting assaulted. Does the system respond? And this should be properly documented. So yes, I think security is a very, very big thing. And security is not about putting some security guard somewhere or adding a few more security guards. I think we just need to do that. I think there is another major area which we are missing out again in our response, which is training and awareness. Now, no healthcare worker is trained on how to deal with an angry patient, with an irate patient relative, how to calm agitated individuals, how to ensure that situations don't escalate. Now these are trainings that are actually given to customer care executives in other industries, but they are not available to nurses, doctors, or anybody in the healthcare system. I think we should have a very strong training program, skill development program for these category of staff, where they should be trained properly through simulation exercises, through skill development, and they should have basic negotiation skills, empathy training. So all these soft skills, which are so important, so critical, which are not part of any curriculum, either in nursing or in medicine or anything else, need to be mandatorily put there. Again, it's a systemic response. As an institution head, I can make this happen with my staff. But at the government level, can the National Medical Council and the Nursing Council talk about this and put it in their programs? I know they're talking about it, but it's beyond the level of talking. Now it's about actually making it happen. Another thing that is missing that I find is that there is no support system for people who are being subjected to violence or to this violence. So there's no counseling service for them. They undergo PTSD, right? They undergo what is called post-trauma stress disorder. They have anxiety, they have fear. Who's handling it? Is there a place they can go and get counseling? Or are they just supposed to live in their misery? Is there a support network within the hospital? So these are some of the things that we need to look at internally within the hospital and in our healthcare systems to have a systematic response to manage the situation. So one area was the legal part, legal. Second is within the hospital, what I just talked about. And the third part, of course, is society itself.